Good afternoon, everybody. Well, another day, another hotel. Just arrived. That's why the video's a little late. Doo-doo-doo-doo. It's a beautiful day. Well, actually, it was cloudy. It was raining the whole way here, but now all of a sudden the sun's trying to come out. So hopefully the weather remains and we can go out and have a little bit of fun tonight after work, of course. So I just arrived now. Haven't had lunch. I did have breakfast though this morning. We went to we brought our kids to school. It was their first day back, and on the way home, I ended up getting it's like an egg bagel sandwich, bagel egg sandwich. So I did eat this morning. So let's see. First off, I don't have my scale with me. Two reasons. I'm on the road, so I didn't bring it. And not only that, but you know what? Whenever you weigh yourself every day and things are going well, it's encouraging. When things aren't going so well, it's kind of depressing. Not that I'm depressed, but I mean, it's kind of, it doesn't make you feel good about yourself. So it's not that I'm running away from my problems because it's important to weigh myself, but I am actively working on my psyche, I guess, my well-being in my head right now to try to get back in the right place. And the last thing I need right now is to see that it's staggering, you know what I mean? So I'm still being very careful with what I eat. I'm still being very mindful of the things that I put in my mouth, though like for example, I had breakfast. I was hoping not to have breakfast, but I did. But now I'm not having lunch, or I brought a couple shakes, so maybe I'll have a shake. I got to put it in the fridge. Maybe in a couple hours, I'll grab that shake. So I make up for it other ways, in different ways. But yeah, I think just stepping away from the scale, not too long because I'll step back on and I'll be 320 if I do that. But stepping away from the scale, like I get back home only Friday night, so until Saturday, I think it's a good idea. A few comments were left yesterday with the videos that I've been leaving. Very good comments. Thank you, Eva and Mark especially. Very, very good comments. And it's funny, some of the things that came up are things I've been thinking about. Like I had been thinking about how I need to work on some things in my head to get back in the right place. As I was saying yesterday, it's not just the diet. The diet is just kind of a result of another issue that I seem to be having right now, which on top of that was flossing, and then the beard wasn't trimmed, and the hair just didn't feel like it was, like something like I got lazy or something. Like something seems to be up. So, as I wanted to do, and as one of the comments said, well, yesterday we went back to flossing, flossed 3 times in the day. I did my little self haircut that I like, trim my beard so it's not too fluffy. Feeling good, feeling prettier today, if you will. You know what? It matters. It matters. When you feel like you're looking sharp, it makes me want to be healthier too. Know what I mean? So I need to find a way to kind of get that in my schedule somehow. Say, listen, every so many days or every weekend, Saturday nights, whatever it is, beard, haircut, just make sure I stay clean as much as possible. And I think that does help my well-being. On top of that, I feel like I need, and one of the suggestions was maybe go take a walk, have a little bit of time for you. Yeah. You're right. You're absolutely right. And that's actually something that's been on my mind for quite some time. I was thinking I wanted to do something like meditation or something like that. And I don't know if it has to be meditation, but some time for me, no technology, because if I'm in front of a computer, which I am in front of many, many, many hours a day, it's hard to have me time because I always wind up going back to, oh, you know what? That's a great idea. I should turn that into a shirt or a mug, or I should... my mind is at 50 different places at all times. I have a very hard time concentrating on just one thing. That's just something that I've always been like, I'm all over the place. So to kind of step away from my phone, to step away from my computer, to go, I don't know if it's going to be a walk, but to go for a drive, to go for it doesn't matter. Anything I think would be very, very healthy for me. It would kind of help me kind of process a little bit more my day. Where am I going in life? Just kind of think things out, and yeah. So aside from all that, I feel pretty good. I do feel pretty good. I am still, my weight loss is still on my mind quite a bit. These days, it's a lot of disappointment that I'm not losing as much as I would hope to lose, and managing that disappointment. I would love to tell you that, listen, it's no big deal. I'm not thinking about it too much. Things will work out all the time, which tends to be my mentality most times. But right now, it sucks, right? It sucks. Basically, and I'm working really hard to try to get through this, figure this puzzle out without going back up. Because this is a place where if I didn't have Saxenda, possibly if I didn't have that YouTube channel, right, and you guys supporting me, maybe this would be the breaking point that would set me back to going right back up to 360, twice as fast as it took me to get down to where I am today. So yeah, so these are not easy times, but I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. So I need to figure this out. It's just like everything else in life. We all have good days, bad days. We have these forks in the road where we have to make decisions, and then we go down that path or another path. This is life, right? So there's good days, there's easy days, there's hard days. And I'm not giving up, but I still haven't figured out exactly how to fix this quite yet. I have an idea, like we just spoke about. I think I need some time to think this out. On the drive here to work, I was in the car for about 3 hours. I kept thinking I wanted to push myself to do some kind of challenge where for 30 days straight, I do a little workout at home. And I film myself, do my little workout, and put either bits and pieces on this channel when I can with my computer to kind of show my progress, and then on a separate little channel just show the full raw feed so you guys can see from beginning to end what it looks like, and just to show. And it's not just for you guys, honestly, it's more for me than anything else, to kind of see my progress, to kind of, because obviously I've made a lot of progress from when I started to now, but it seems to be slipping my mind. And I feel sometimes like having that little extra task, maybe during my me time, maybe would show me, here's where you were a month ago, here's where you are now, look at the big difference you've made, and reignite the fire. These are just thoughts I'm throwing out there. Am I going to do it? I have no idea. I'm just throwing out, this is what's going through my mind these days. I'm trying to figure out ways to just get back on track. Right? I think the message is clear. Yeah, but other than that, I do feel good aside from the weight. I wish it was lower. I wish I had a healthier mindset. Family is good. Work is good. Vacations coming up. Exciting times. Are there any stresses or things in life right now that are on my mind that might be causing this? Well, a little bit. I mean, not huge stresses, but we do have a lot of vacationing coming up. So one of the things that when I was younger, I was very, very, like we dealt with poverty, right? Not that we were on the road or anything, in the streets or anything like that, but it was a struggle. It was a struggle to buy clothes. There was always food on the table. That was never an issue, and a roof over our heads. But that's where it ended. It wasn't easy. So I've kind of made a point to having the type of career that allows me to not have to worry about money. And I'm not living large by any means. I am, because we didn't have much when I was younger, I appreciate everything that I have today. The first time I bought a new car was huge. The first time I got a house was huge too. And we had a lot of debt between my wife and I because she had traveled the world in her 20s, because she was a travel agent. She racked up a lot of debt. Me, because I was struggling to try to survive and go to school full time and work full time and live on my own. I had racked up a lot of debt, and I had well over $40,000 in debt in my 20s. So I worked hard, and between that and the business and all the curveballs life threw at us, where my wife at one point got sick, couldn't work anymore, and we were down on one salary with a new house and 2 new cars, and I had to find ways to get out of it, kind of like we're doing now, figure out the puzzle. And it took time, yeah, and like it might take time now. I figured it out, and I was able to survive, able to pay our bills, able to clear our 40,000 plus in debt, and put a little bit of cushion in an account. Now, again, I'm not living large by any means, but I was able to do that and take all that stress off my shoulders and put, we'll say 5 figures in the bank, just for rainy days, for emergencies, this and that. Well, now because we've been living with COVID and whatnot, we haven't been traveling much at all. And so we kind of got the itch, and then we kind of saw some deals coming, and we're trying to live our best lives we are now. We don't want to wait till our retirement because, well, we both got big scares in life where we both almost died. My wife had her experience, I've had my experience. And I've lost people very dear to me that should have lived forever and died before they were 40, died before they were 50. They were in much better shape than I was. And in my family, on the men's side, basically everybody dies by 50. And I just turned 40. So I don't want to wait for my retirement. My goal is to make sure my family, if I go tomorrow, my family is financially stable enough, right? Again, I'm not rich by any means, we're nowhere near that, but that I don't have to worry about them, ease of mind. And live as much as I can now. So because of that, well, we booked, as you guys know, we have several cruises. We have, this summer has been vacation. We have Vegas in November. And now my bank account that I normally have a good amount in it, just in case, well, it's dwindled down to now, I'd say low to mid 4 figures. And that, I don't like that. I don't like that. We're still okay. We're doing fine, but I don't like it. So all these things from my past. So that's one stress that I do have. And again, I realize some people would just be thankful to have 4 figures in the bank. And that was me not too long ago. So I get that. But that's been on my mind, and that's something I'm working to rebuild on. Other than that, though, life's pretty good. Life is pretty good these days. So I don't have anything else to worry about. So yeah. So this is the puzzle I'm working on, as you guys see. And I do appreciate your advice. I appreciate the comments. I appreciate you guys still following with me, even though it's not always, we're doing fantastic. Everything is all smiles, so I appreciate it. All right, so I guess that's pretty much it for today. I thought this was going to be like a 2-3 minute video. Apparently I had to get some stuff off my chest and talk to you guys. Thanks again for listening. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.